there's mutual respect among all fire spinners and performers in this community, and there's not really any competition, even though there's like separate performance groups. Like, we all just support each other, and we create together, and we make costumes together. It's leaning more towards what I think humanity is evolving into, which is a collective community of people sharing a human experience.
You hope that everyone is part of a community that they love, because, you know, whether that's your work or that's something outside of your work, it's your religious institution, whatever that is, accept it, embrace it, because without that you have nothing. We're a social creature. We have to have community. So, you know, if that's circus, then yeah, we're all part of circus.
I'm walking on air.
To expose our Austin community, our Austin family community, to what we do and share the flow love.
It's funny because the scene in Austin, and I don't know if the people in Austin will appreciate this, it's kind of crunchy granola, which is, you know, fine. I'm not crunchy granola myself, but the scene in Dallas is very much like video game, D&D kind of people. Not that I'm saying they play D&D, but they're the personality of people that I've met that play D&D. And that's just the scene in Dallas. But they're only separated by, you know, 3 hours drive, but it's such a different community. And that's what's entertaining about it, you know. Go everywhere and see every aspect of alternative lifestyles, but it's all part of this one scene.
That's a big thing, knowing we're reaching more people, and they get to see what we've been building on, and it brings people to Austin that might not come.
Oh, it's so beyond Austin. This whole movement started mostly in California, and it's just been spreading across the country like a wildfire. There's a huge national circus community.
I travel a lot, and there is something that happens in Venice Beach on Sundays. They have an acro green there, and they have like these big rings that you swing right near the Santa Monica and whatnot. And then I also lived in Hawaii for 5 months, and on Sundays there for 30 years, they have an acro at Kapiolani Park. They do acro practice and stuff.
New York has a big hoop scene. There's group hoops in New York City. They're based out of New York City.
The only place you can spin fire in New York is on your roof, because it's illegal, and that's illegal anyways, but if you're on your roof, nobody's going to really notice. That sounds very bad for anybody. Oh, you're spinning on your roof, you're going to burn your house down, but if you go up there, all the roofs are coated with something that makes them fire retardant, so it's fine.
You know, in California, it's really big on the West Coast also. So it's just big, you know, in the big cities, you know.
In Austin, Texas, and San Francisco, parts of Venice Beach, Hawaii, Berlin, some of these places I mentioned, they accept people more, you know, for being different. Keep Austin weird, that kind of thing. And you see that is not just like in a location, it's a consciousness changing on the planet, you know.
San Marcos has
San Francisco
circus
for sure.
Get-togethers, well, locally.
Yeah.
More and more people who have come from San Marcos and Bastrop and places like that.
In Dallas.
In Dallas, they've come to see you at Circus and been inspired to create, you know, something like that where they live for their community. And so that's how it spreads. Like, hula hooping is becoming an epidemic. You know, and that's just the beginning. Like, flow toys in school, like high schools, I hear that, you know, toy spinners are becoming more and more popular. It's like, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it blowing up everywhere, because I think that's what it's going to do. And the more people that are flowing and the more people that are discovering this, then the better.
Would circus spread? Of course, if the love is coming, it's coming from that love place and acceptance, why? That's what we all want. You want to feel connected. You want to know that you have friends that care about you, you know, that trust one another. You can call when you're in need, and they're, hey, yeah, I'm here for you, you know. And this is what the community is building, you know.
Ultimately, I want to have a circus warehouse in Austin where people can teach classes and have mirrors and studio space, and you can have trapeze, and you can have aerial classes, you can have fire spinning in the back.
And so where the community can have more free events, share itself more, doing, you know, things with after-school programs, you know, with circus arts, doing like summer camps with circus arts, doing, you know, the corporate team building events, you know, having it in schools, you know, having like people come and share with the kids at school. I've done this kind of stuff.
And really the only thing that needs to happen that I see is just that all the communities sort of make themselves known to the rest of the world, so that when people come in and travel to their city, they can actually, like, you know, call somebody up or email somebody that'll respond and be like, hey, I want to come out to one of your jams. I just need the information. I want to meet you. And that's really the hardest part, is if you go to a new city, sometimes you have no clue, especially like cities in the Midwest, you have no clue where the circus scene's going to be.
Electro-Circus, I see it getting big. I see it getting enormous. Last summer, it was just blowing up every time we had it. And we had it at New Year's this year, and next year, hopefully, we'll be able to have big stages and performances and lots of DJs. And just really want it to be a part of Austin, so that, you know, like, it's one of the cool things that you read about Austin, is that we have Electro-Circus.
We're hoping someday to have a circus in the middle of Cairo.
What?
Absolutely.
I've never heard of this.
See, I'll say it again.
It's on
we
tape,
want the
special.
whole planet to be clowns, because clowns don't fight.
My life is a lot less structured now. I believe in no definition and no form, and hula hooping has helped me to realize that I can do whatever I want to do and it's gonna be okay. Like, I don't necessarily need all of the structure that I thought I needed to just be okay in this life.
It makes you think about, like, why you're doing stuff. And then, so for me especially, it kind of manifested in, like, you know, maybe, like, school wasn't the right place, and that, like, really what I wanted, like, what hooping really taught me is that what I want out of life is to be present and to always love what I'm doing wholeheartedly and be able to feel involved in it.
It really has impacted me, how I see other people, how I, like, treat everybody. Just, like, it's awesome. It made me a more happier person, but also it made me realize how people can affect you in your life, or how people's creativity can affect you.
I think it's changed me as a person, just being open and inviting to people. And I used to have, like, you know, I didn't go to anger management, but I used to, like, snap at things. From time to time I'd get, you know, pent up anger, and then I'd blow up at people, and I don't do that anymore.
I realized that if I just go with the flow of existing, and I stumble upon opportunities, and I'm courageous, and I accept those opportunities, and I go for it with everything I have and everything I feel passionate about, then, you know, the divine, God, will unfold more and more opportunity and will lead you in the place that you're supposed to be. So it's helped me to follow my heart compass and have faith in the universe that we will be completely taken care of. But it's just allowed me to have more trust in the universe and that it's taking care of us.
What excites you? Like, when you sit there and you're back and you're like, okay, who am I? Who am I at this point, and what excites me? And that's what you follow in life. You follow that thing that excites you.
Life can be a continuous party. I promise, it can.
Okay, no.
No, I don't mean like.
I know, but that will be perceived wrong.
Drunk.
You can't say party. Life can be a continuous, beautiful, evolutionary, unifying, co-creating experience.
Party.
Cut the legs off of our pen, threw our shoes into the ocean, laid back and waved through